everyone, I'm going to react to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 29, and last episode was the reveal of Father, and turns out to be a lookalike of Hohenheim, but not really Hohenheim, so I don't really know how that's gonna go. Yeah, he got turned into the new Greed, and Scar and Mei-chan escaping. Yeah. Well, what else? Yeah. But at this point you have Father and Gluttony is like his revival chances is at 0. So the Father reabsorbed his liquid stone, and it's like he's gonna recreate him with his memories. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. I'm still not used to this intro, man. I wanna listen to the first one. This one's gonna take some getting used to. Since Greed rebelled against the Father before, does that mean he's gonna rebel this time too? Especially with Lin Yao. Finally, he's back to being normal. Like that ugly form of yours. Nah. Oh, they're saying Ruff is somewhere, right? Are you freaking kidding me? Central? I guess it makes sense. Oh, so when you said that Ruff was upstairs. What? Yes, he did. He just couldn't get him out. Yes, he does. Why is that important? Oh, she's there too. Oh yeah, I forgot. Scott did say that he can't escape and take care of her too. Struggle of the fool. Who's the fool in this case? You don't know that Ruff is? Huh? Did they not know? Roy! So what is that? What are you thinking of doing? They're all thinking the same thing. Huh. I didn't think about it like that. Are you freaking kidding me? No. He's... The boss should figure it out. Is she still there? She must be still, but she must still be there, right? Was he gonna call her? Everybody's checking on the hostage. Major! Is he really the major? Or is he Envy? Yeah, that's right. Wait. See, that's why I like you. That's why I like him. He's so cool. Goody Dada. Dr. Marco. What are you doing right now? Oh, he's still killing all those cameras. Dr. Marco! I just mentioned you. Mm-hmm. What's with the crazy laughter? Maybe you shouldn't have told him that. On the floor. But yeah, I don't know about that. He's not himself right now. Mm-hmm. Not anymore. Mm-hmm. Go to Winry. Wendy! Are they enemies? I know they're from different clans and everything, but are clans enemies? Look at Xiao Mei. Well, he did say that he has a wife and son, right? But then he left them so they could be safe. I was so happy. I was so happy about doing it at the same time as him. So he went all the way throughout the city, right? Who was that? Why does he look tall over there? Oh, I just remember that he's the one that gave it to him before they left the house with Creed, right? Ugh. Okay, I want him to have all the answers that he needs because I also want those answers. But I'm like, why y'all discussing this? Like, the father's gonna know what's happening. Somebody's gonna come in and stop you from killing him. I just remembered as I was saying this that I wanted him to kill Marco. Oh my gosh. Well, let me say that I didn't want him to kill Marco, but I felt like Scott was gonna kill him anyway, so okay. So yeah, is he gonna have time to tell Scar everything that Scar wants to know about the Ishbalan War, or not? Yeah, and then that scene where the father was recreating blah 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 blah. You see all those like little heads. Ugh, it's so nasty. Why they gotta make these things so nasty looking, man? Like, can't you just recreate it out of your whatever body, but like make it look nice and clean instead of like a small miniature version of Envy, which is still ugly. Ugh. Okay, so day two. They're like Raph upstairs, and they said that in passing last episode, but on my mind, I'm not thinking that upstairs means like the headquarters, the military headquarters, man. Like they just took the elevator and they just like showed up there in the headquarters. I'm like, yo. And then they brought Edward and Alphonse into the room. Roy! Feel like I haven't seen Roy in such a long time, which is, well, it's been weeks since I saw Fullmetal. So yeah, it makes sense. I haven't seen him in such a long time, so when I saw him sitting there, I'm like, yeah, Roy. But then again, you see Kim Bradley also there, and he was just, Ed was like, I'm not gonna help y'all with whatever it is that you're after, and took out his Fullmetal, his alchemist watch or whatever it is, threw it on the table. It's like, I'm done with this. And then this dude threatened Winry, just like he's threatening Hawkeye to keep Roy in line. Like, yo. And he asked Roy if he was going to quit too, and Roy's like, no, he's not quitting because he still has this goal, whatever, that he wants to attain. And for now, he's still going to do his job, I guess. And Raph is like, okay, as long as you don't interfere with what we are trying to do, we can continue doing whatever it is that you were doing before, meaning Edward and Alphonse can still continue with the research about how to bring their bodies back and everything. So they just, I guess things are like business as usual. But then again, it's not business as usual, cause yeah. Oh yeah, and then Edward mentioned the fact that they created, like, he wanted to be a state alchemist so that he could have access to this research, right, and all these things. But then again, he's like, the state, like the alchemist stuff was created so that they can look for human sacrifices, and I'm like, yo, that thought never even crossed my mind. And like, that's yay, this is so messed up. And then Ling Yao, like when Alphonse and Edward, where were they going? I don't know. But then Greed approached them and gave them this bandana thing or whatever with a message on it, and he's like, Ling Yao is the one that wanted them to give it to Rafa. And then at first they were skeptical about it because like, is it really from him? But he's like, yeah. So they took it, they gave it to Rafa, and on the things he told them that he found the Philosopher's Stone. And at first she was happy, and then Alphonse had to tell him exactly what the situation is now with him. And then that discussion on the roof with Greed and Raph, and then yeah, making his presence known. Don't underestimate us humans or something. I'm like, my boy is still in there. Like, I don't know. I feel like even though I was happy that Greed was back, but I wasn't happy that Ling Yao is, in that state now. But I feel like I'm gonna like the combination of these two together because I really liked Greed, like I really did. So the fact that I really love Ling Yao too, and I really like Greed, and then you combine those two, I feel like if there's right now, Greed seems to be like at the forefront of controlling the body and everything. But if there comes a point where they are like working in unison, I feel like it'll be awesome. So I look forward to that. Scar came upon Dr. Marco as he was leaving and trying to figure out what father was. And he found Dr. Marco, and then Marco told him that he was also part of the people that came in and exterminated the Ishbalans and everything. And I'm like, boy, why did you tell him that? Because you know that Scar's gonna want to kill him because he participated in that. And then he said that he was looking at him like God because he came to deliver him, I guess, from the fact that these dudes wants him to do the same thing that he did during the Ishbalan war, and he doesn't want to do that. But Scar is like, nah, you're not gonna die so soon. You're gonna die, but after you tell me what I need to know about the Ishbalan war. Edward called Winry to make sure that she was okay. That scene was so cute. What else? Oh, Edward told Alphonse that he found his body. That was so cool. He was so happy with that. Oh yeah, and then Alphonse was carrying Mei-chan and Yao Mei inside him. And did that scene when Bradley stuck the he saw through him, because he could tell that something was, because there was this noise that happened while they were all sitting around the table, and then Alphonse tried to cover it up with a cloth or something, but you can tell that Bradley was he didn't believe that that's what he was, so he stuck it through him. Like, he came out, no blood. Oh my god, how did that happen? And she was like in one of his legs. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then when L'Enfant and Chang, when they faced it, like came face to face, I know they were like from different clans, but still from the Qing Empire or whatever. But I'm like, okay, are the clans like enemies? You know? And it seems like, because they were about to fight each other, and then the doctor came in. I love the way he was shouting at them. That was so cool and funny. Okay, I think that's basically it. This episode. Oh yeah, they showed this little scene with Major Armstrong. Like Roy, when he came out of the building, whatever, with King Bradley, he was looking for Lieutenant Hawkeye, right? And he found Major Armstrong there. His reaction was funny. And then they were in the car, and he explained the situation to Major Armstrong. And Major Armstrong, they showed this little flashback of him when he was in the Ishbalan War, and he was not okay with it, so he sort of like went away, and they replaced him with somebody else, I think. And it's like if he didn't feel right with himself when he did that, because he felt like he ran away from the situation instead of like standing up for the Ishbalans and everything. So he's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that anymore, especially with the military being the one in crisis right now, I guess. So he's not running away from that. And yes, so that's basically what happened this episode. Oh yeah, and Edward was trying to figure out why his alchemy didn't work and why Mei-chan and the scars worked when the father did the thing, whatever. And he figures he still doesn't know why it went that way, but he's like, maybe if I figured out their alchemy and then with my alchemy, then I can, get our bodies back and and stuff. And stuff. Oh my gosh. He said something about maybe to win this without the philosopher's stone, like fighting the father also without the I don't know, something like that. Let me see if I can fight against Dagizo without using a philosopher's stone. Yeah, okay, that's what he said. Maybe if he figures out the secret between the alchemy, I'm trying to remember who does the Eastern alchemy and who does the Western alchemy. But if you figure out the secret behind the two, then he might be able to fight father without the philosopher's stone. So yeah, that's what happened this episode. Rafa asked Alphonse to introduce them to an automail mechanic, which is probably gonna be Winry, right? Because she's the best. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/FullMetalAlchemist. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.